Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. How are we today? Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend this weekend. I know I did. Hope you had a good Monday, and thanks for coming out. Now, we this week, well, last week we did the costuming. So this week we're doing Jack 3. Now, I don't remember exactly where we were in Jack 3. We were in Haven City still, I think. I'll have to get caught up. You may hear that I sound a little funny. That's just allergies. Don't worry about that. And you may also notice the background is different. I only realized just today that I kept that that backdrop up mostly because I didn't want anybody to see like the family photos in the background or whatever. But I realized that at this angle you can't. There's nothing like that. So you got the kitchen there for some more depth. Also, I didn't want to put it up. Also, it means that I can actually turn my ceiling fan on, which is nice. So, yeah. What else? I guess anything. I guess everything else I have to say, we can talk about that during the stream. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Now, let me see. Hold on. I need to adjust some volume here. Alright, so where were we? I don't remember. The plot in this game is so, like, thrown together, it's hard to... Right. We're in a tank. What were we doing in the tank? Hold on, let me see. Beat gun course. Defend port. Yeah, we did that. That was last stream. Last stream we destroyed the eco grid. Talked to Sig outside. Defended the port. Beat the course. Hijacked the eco vehicle. Break barrier. Okay, gotcha. So we're just doing more odd jobs for the resistance or whatever they call themselves. So this seems like it'll be pretty easy. I mean, look at this. Can I jump? I just kill everything in one shot. Yeah, so what was I saying? What was I saying at the start? Yeah, the backdrop. Usually there's like a green sheet up there. I put a bed sheet up there normally. Oh, big boy. There's usually a bed sheet hanging up, and I prop it on the ceiling fan. But I found an angle that I like, so I didn't have to put it up this time. I'll probably keep it this way from now on, actually. Since taking it up and down obviously is just a little annoying. The less I have to do, the better. You know what I mean? But I can actually turn my ceiling fan on, which is nice because my AC unit is really loud. And I no longer have enough USB ports on my computer, on my laptop, to hook up my my USB fan. That's really nice and quiet. Nah, I can't use that right now. Well, I could, but I have a lot of things I need to plug in when I stream. I got my ring light, my phone charger. I guess I don't need my phone charger, but it's really low right now. Let's see what, oh my gosh, where did all that damage come from? That's unfortunate. I mean, I got my ring light, my charger, the Elgato, my my audio interface. What else is in there? I guess that's it. Yeah, I got those 4 things in. And usually it's not a problem because I have like a splitter thing. Like it's a like a hub, I guess you call it, an external USB bus, I think would be the technical term, if I remember anything from computer science. But for some reason it's bugging out on me. It's been kicking for a while, but today it just like, you know, when a USB port isn't working, or when a USB thing isn't working, and it goes over and over again. Because like it's like I thought it was loose at first, and I thought it was the port the bus was plugged into, but it must be the splitter itself, the bus rather. Because I plugged the bus into other ports, and it had the same problem. Like the ring light was flickering, the charger was flickering, like the light on the charger that says it's on, it was flickering. My mouse was only working half the time. I don't know what the problem was with that. So I had to sacrifice a couple of things. I had to unplug a couple of things. Namely my mouse and my USB fan. But they're, for our intents and purposes, they're non-essential personnel. Not a big deal. Do I have any other option? I can't jump. I can't shoot missile. And this thing, I can't even hold down the button to shoot. I have to tap it every time I want to fire a bullet. How do I can't aim either. Alright, if I just circle strafe around, maybe. Well, that seemed to work. My health is really low, though. I kind of just have to face in the general direction and hope that it locks onto them. If I could sprint or something, that'd be nice. Another side effect, too, of, well, actually, no, this isn't a side effect of the tarp. It's usually, or the sheet, the backdrop. Because usually my fans, oh, I lost again. Usually the light bulbs on my fan are in front of the sheet. Anyway, but I usually turn off the light, because the glare from the light bulbs is directly in the center of the television, which is very annoying. But if I don't turn on the fan light, or the ceiling fan light, it looks like I'm streaming in a dungeon. It's like really dark. So I'll just go ahead and bear it for now. Although typically when I'm gaming, like not on stream, I prefer to just, well, I don't prefer to stream in the dark, but I turn off that top light because the glare is just so inconvenient. At the very least, I open my blinds, so I don't feel like I'm, like, totally just a recluse, you know? I feel better that way when I can see outside. I'll try not to mention the glare from now on, but if I happen to die, if I happen to lose a mission, then don't be surprised if I fall back. No health drops, huh? Speaking of gaming off stream, I've been playing this really cool RPG lately. I got recommended it by a friend of mine. He happens to be a streamer, also Wabus. I've mentioned Wabus before, right? Shoutouts to Wabus. Check him out when you can. But he recommended me, or we were at a game exchange the other day. Oh, health? Oh no, it's fake health. I can't even pick it up. Can I get out of the? No. But we were at a game exchange the other day, which is like you know, like a resale video game store for retro games. Mostly retro games. Like I go there for my PS2. Recently, my PS3 stuff. I was telling him, like, I'm trying to build up my PS3 collection right now. What do you recommend for my list? I'm looking to get an RPG. He was like, you know, Resonance of Fate is really good. I'm like, I've never heard of it before. It looked cool when I looked up the video on YouTube. So I decided to check it out, right? That's death number 3, by the way. I can tell this mission's gonna be a pain. This is, I mean, I knew Jack 3 had to have at least one of these missions that are just stupid. So let's buckle down, I guess. Should be a great thumbnail, though. I feel like I'm gonna be here for the majority of the stream, so I should just screenshot this. Let me get a good angle, though. Go. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, Resonance of Fate. So I picked it up, and you know, I don't put a game on my, like, to get list. If I don't, you know, like, look it up first. I don't, like, look up reviews, really. I look up gameplay on YouTube. And if I think it looks cool, I put it on my list. Right? And this one, like, it looked cool online, but when you actually play it, it's so sick. Like, it's insane. I've never seen a battle system like it before. I'm just gonna die. It's gun-based, right? It's like an action RPG with guns, and like, it's so hard to describe. Its main thing is that you have 3 party members and you're on a field, right? And sometimes there's cover, sometimes there's not. And what you do is you can spend some of your team's, like, meter to draw a straight line from your character to any other point in the arena. And then you choose a target, and then you run along that line, and you shoot at your target with like your chosen weapon. And there's more to it than that, but the basic idea is that you know, you shoot guys with guns, and you do it really stylishly. I'm not doing it any favors. I don't think I'm doing this game justice. Look it up. Look it up for yourself. You'll see what I mean. It's a Sega game, and you can tell. Like it takes itself seriously as a JRPG, right? But like, it's a Sega game, so it has sort of that zany twist. You know, it's got that zany flair that you'd expect from a Sega game. Like, maybe not quite as insane as something like, wait, is Yakuza Sega? I think I'm getting confused with Shenmue. But yeah, it's got some wacky stuff. Look up Resonance of Fate. If you got a PS3, I'd recommend it. Really fun. If my glowing review didn't convince you, the voice actor of Robin from Teen Titans is also in it. He's one of the main characters. So if you're a fan of that guy, you know, you got a lot to love. This is annoying. I can't choose my target. How am I supposed to get to the end of this? I feel like I'm not even halfway through the mission, and look at my health. I have no health pickups either. My finger is also getting a little tired from pressing this button over and over again. If I get in range of that thing, I'll die. Straight up. I'm trying to take pot shots here. There it is. It's hard though, because it instantly locks on the smaller guys. Dang. This is gonna be tough. I wonder, okay. I really need to figure out if there's something I'm doing wrong. None of these buttons do anything. That's shoot. Do I have a charge shot? Doesn't look like it. Circle, X, square, triangle. Can I aim? Can't aim. Wonder. Controls. Light jack, dark jack, vehicle. Jetboard. No dice. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to play really defensive. That seems like the only play here. It seems like I can stand just outside of their range without me being in... Yeah, I can get in range of them. I can shoot them from farther than they can shoot me from, I think. So I just need to find that sweet spot. Also, circle strafing seemed to be effective. And I need to remember that the up and down is reversed.
It's a big attack. Take your station.
While I'm in this thing, at least. So I need some water. I think I'm also taking a lot of residual damage from behind. Yeah, look, see? Just hit him from over here. Take pot shots. That's already too much damage. Oh, see? There we go. That's way better. We just improved. So if we engage every encounter like that, we should be fine. Just gotta make the run back here. Do I even have to go up here? Am I taking a longer route than I need to? I mean, I am avoiding a lot of conflict down there. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? I forgot to say my classic line. If I need to adjust the volume, let me know. Okay. Got going, guns blazing here. The trick is to face your target. Fun. Okay, good. See, this is where they start. This is where they start flanking you. It seems almost like a waste of time, though, to deal with those guys. It looks like they just keep spawning. So probably the best thing is just to keep going. Yeah, see, looks like they despawn. So let me just shoot them from over here. I just stand still. Oh no, they're okay, they are. They're flanking me. My finger's going to get cramped, I swear. Am I hitting him? I think I'm hitting him. It looks... Is it reacting or is it just bugging out? Dang it. Come on. Just keep moving. Took a lot more damage there than I needed to. But that's intel for next time. Are you sure you don't want to give me any health? Oh my gosh, dude. Hold on, let me check the map. How? We're like halfway there. You need to like... You really need to be on top of this. Yeah, this is one of those takes half of the stream kind of missions. Again, there were things like this in Jack 2 as well. It was like just suddenly a mission that requires little to no error. Not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily call it a difficulty spike. Well, I don't know. Because it's one of those things where usually there's a lot of room for error. You know, but suddenly in a mission like this, it's just like, okay, now make no mistakes at all. You have no room to err, you know? Win perfectly. You have to be perfect. Yikes. That was the barrier right there, too. I was right there, but I didn't I was so low, I had no chance. We know what to do, though, now. We just have to execute. I'm gonna use my middle finger now instead. I've been using my index finger. It's starting to cramp up though. I need to be sure of how far away I can shoot. I can't tell if there's no particle effect because it's not hitting the wall, or because the PS2 isn't rendering that far. You know what I mean? Because the particle effect implies, you know, it's basically my hit marker. Let's see, does the fire disappear? Well, the fire doesn't disappear. So, that's my range right there. About... this far. I mean, there's no way to measure that. It's not as far as I thought. It's like, it's very... Well, to me, it's kind of deceptive. It looks like it should go farther than that. This is carpal tunnel simulator right now. This is horrible. This is PS2 right here. Before the times of, you know, before developers were concerned with accessibility or anything like that. They just put a mission like this in there. Like, yeah, mash one button for 3 minutes or lose. Oh, it's a way faster route. Yeah. You definitely gotta take the bottom route. It gives you a much better angle of attack for that guy, for the second one. Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Does this kill things in one shot? It does. Okay, let's be a little bit more conservative with our shooting, for my sake. Not for any gameplay reason, but because my finger hurty. So just standing over here is not as effective as strafing around them, I think. They're not smart enough to shoot ahead of me. Yeah, there we go. That was nearly perfect. He didn't hit me. That damage was from ads. Ooh. I'm so excited for my haircut tomorrow. I've been saying I need a haircut. I'm finally getting one. I just never got around to the scheduling one. I've had to wear a hat to work every day. Even on days like this, where it's like, I mean, it's pretty hot right now. It's getting hot. I'd rather not wear a hat. Or have long hair, for that matter. If I don't wear a hat at work, with this hair, I spend more time getting it out of my face than I do my job. It's very annoying. And the sad thing is, I thought I'd enjoy longer hair. I like the look of having longer hair. So my barber, when she asked me, "Hey, how do you want it?" I was like, I like it longer in the front. I don't know why. Like, in hindsight, it was a bad decision. Because it's been very annoying. And it's not like I style my hair. I just wake up and keep my hair whatever it looks like. You know? I don't do anything to it. I very, very rarely, like, style it with gel or whatever. I mean, I comb it, like, after I get out of the shower, but that's really it. I do find myself running my hand through my hair a lot. Like, I don't know, there's something, it's like a fidget sort of thing. Like running my fingers through the hair and like getting the knots out of it. Oh, there's something gratifying about that. Use the barrier. Mash, mash, mash. What if it makes me do another barrier though? Wouldn't that be funny? Thank you. Thank you, game. Forgot about Big Head.
We can link up with the Northern Front now. I'll get on the horn to HQ and give them the good news. You're the man, Jack. You are the man.
What is that? Peacemaker? That's the big blow everything up gun from the second game. It's basically the Rhino. Okay. Thank goodness we figured that one out. How long did that take us? 30 minutes? Let's see. What's on the to-do list now? Yeah, see, like this? This is annoying. Can you hear my fan? Can you hear my ceiling fan right now? It's never sounded like that. See, the thing is, I was, you know, I want to be cool in here. So, I turned my fan on, right? And I set it to the highest setting, which I usually don't do. Usually I keep it on the lowest one, which it's on right now. Because when it's really high, like on level 3 fast, level 3 fastness, it like spins. It spins, you know? And like, frankly, I'm afraid it's gonna fly off the hinges when it's that fast. But I kept it on. I kept it on level 3, and I watched it for maybe like a minute, just to see like, am I comfortable with this? Am I fine with this spinning this fast above my head? And I started making this sound. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Look. Put it back on level 1. Oops. But now it's doing this. I don't know if I like loosened something when I did that. I hope I didn't. Crouch. Shoot. Hoverboard. I got the turbo board. Let's see if I can... Is this faster than a car, do you think? Hopefully I can actually make it into the cave with this thing. But yeah, now it's doing this, and I'm kind of afraid. Here it is. Oh, there's a car here.
There you are. I was beginning to think you chickened out. I saw an eco crystal in this place, and it's yours if you want it. Trouble is, metalheads have been spotted here en masse. But we wouldn't want those nasty boys to just move back in here without a welcoming party, would we? Let's go give them a big surprise.
I always thought that was pronounced en masse. Because it's French, right? What happens if I just drive away? Can I just leave? Or will it fail? I'll probably fail the mission if I drive away too fast. Right? Yeah, I always thought it was pronounced en masse. It's French. Like en passant. Or en garde. But I guess, like, the English version is in mass. So, you're not technically wrong if you say it like that. Now, let's not get lost again. The last time I was in here, I got turned around. They really didn't need to make the corridor this long. Or the car this slow. Like, do me a favor and just put me in the area where I actually have to be. Centipedes. You know, I checked earlier today. How many people were streaming Jak 3? I guess it shouldn't be a surprise that all of them were speedruns. Like nobody on Twitch is just casually playing Jak 3, except for me. I mean, it's fair because this is what, like a 13-year-old game, 11-year-old game. What would it be? It came out in 2004, right? No. '06. Came out in '06. So it was, can't even do basic math right now. Counting it doesn't really help. Man. Okay. Well, 2010 was 12 years ago. So 16. It's been 16 years, right? No. Well, yeah, if 2010 was 12 years ago, when you add 4 years to that, if you go 4 years backwards, because 2006 is 4 years before 2010, you get 16 years. How do I get these? Oh, my car. Yeah, it's been 16 years since this game came out, and I actually forgot what my point was. What was I talking about? I was complaining about how long the corridor was, and something along those lines. What was I trying to say? I don't remember. Oh well. Oh, right. Yeah, why would anybody be playing a casual playthrough of this 16 years after it came out? That was my point. The only reason anybody should be playing this game... Well, okay, that's not true. It's good in its own right, so far. If you like driving. But yeah, most of it's speedrunning. Namely, the Rixer and Outrageous Josh. Those are actually two speedrunners that I'm familiar with. Not like in person, like I know them, but like those are names that like if you told me, hey, you know that speedrunner, the Rixer, I'd be like, yeah, I know him. And Outrageous Josh I know because he, well, I know the Rixer from as a Ratchet speedrunner, because I'm a Ratchet & Clank fan, so you know naturally I know about several aspects of the franchise, including its speedrunners. So I'm familiar with the Rixer, and by association, Outrageous Josh is a jack runner, and all the PlayStation runners seem to be seem to know each other pretty well. So I know him by association. Is it really just like taking me back and forth? I think I've said this several times already, but I think one of my issues with Jak 3 right now is that its missions just extend way longer than they need to. Like, I'm not getting anything new out of going back and forth and killing the same bug 5 times. Like, end it after 3, you know, because I get the point, you know. Maybe. What? What was that? Are you kidding? What was that? That wasn't a pit. That was it bugged out? That sucks. It didn't even save my progress. I was gonna say, at least, you know, with the long missions, it saves your progress if you fail. This one has no mercy. It just reset the whole thing. Are you kidding? That's... What is that? That's 2 bugs I've encountered in this game so far. One got me stuck and one forced me to reset a mission. Okay, you know, I'll just stand over here. Make no unnecessary risks.
Oh yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, these missions just go on too long. Not like too long,
Let's get him, Dad.
but just enough for me to be annoyed at them. I mean, if the mission ended just 1 centipede earlier, I wouldn't have fallen out of the world. So, you know, that's something. That's ridiculous. Like, it was going so well, too. Alright. Yeah, see, after these first 2, it's just like running through the motions, you know? It's like, will you run out of health before you do the same repetitive thing 5 times? Look, hold on. There's more cave here. Isn't there? Oh, I guess not. At the very least, maybe spice it up with like, oh, now you have to fight 2 of them at the same time. You know? Something. It's like...
Oh yeah, we rock.
I'll put it to you this way, chat. It's like listening to a song that never gets to a crescendo. You're listening to the song, right? It starts out good, and you're like, yeah, okay, I kind of like this. And like, even though it's good, you know, by the conventions of music, you know, you're expecting sort of like, you know, the melody to change up and for it to ramp up in intensity a little bit. You know, when the melody kicks in. But it never does. It just sort of stays exactly where it started throughout the whole thing. And you're like, okay, well now it's starting to just get kind of like plain. You know, I've heard this part already. You know, there's supposed to be an A part and a B part. It's all A. I'm only getting A here. And it never goes anywhere. And you're like, well, I mean, that was... If it was just the first part, I would have liked it. You know, if it was just the first part of the song, I would have liked it. But since it went on for 5 minutes, just doing the same thing, it's like, no, I'll pass. I don't think I'll listen to this again. That's how these missions feel. They start off good, they start off engaging, you know, like, oh, cool objective. But then it just does the same thing. I can copy paste the same thing 3 more times without any variation. It just sort of gets a little dull, you know. I'm not even thinking at this point. I'm not even thinking about the mission. I'm just going through the rhythm, the motions, if you will. There's no real challenge here either. Although maybe I should be counting my blessings there, because when the game decides it wants to make something challenging, it goes like balls to the wall. It's like, oh, you want You want the game to be challenging. Very well. Now, how much do we want to bet that it's going to give me an escape sequence? Oh, never mind. No escape sequence. Well, color me surprised. Doesn't even give me that. Leave now. No banter, no nothing. I do wonder how close we are to the end of the game. I hope we're not close, because so far we've only gotten to do like 3 on foot platforming missions so far. Right? There was the one in the temple. There was the second one in the temple. There was the one in the mine. Those are the only ones that I can remember. I think those are the only ones we've had so far. I hope, like, we get to do more. Because if it's really been... If the game is really this much driving and nothing else, like...
What's Damon's got to do with Haven City, Sig?
None of your business.
What was all that spying you did? Huh?
Let's just say Damus lost a little something in the city and he wanted me to find it. What do you care, man? Haven folk are a bunch of weaklings. You know that. They'd already lost the war before it started.
It's a weird camera.
Damus has a plan to make sure we all survive.
You're playing with people's lives.
Why not? They play with mine. Survival of the fittest, baby. I suggest you get with the program and be on the winning side.
And which side is that?
The one on top of the pie. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a big pie.
Yeah, a big pile of shit. I caught this.
So now what?
Just keep your nose clean and stay sharp. I'll tell you when the action's coming.
Yeah, we barely gotten to do any platforming. And the thing is, the reason why I think we might be getting close to the end of the game is because we just got the Peacemaker. We got the... That's the last... Hold on. That's the last gun, presumably. Because we have all 3 upgrades for the other 3 weapons. And I don't think the Peacemaker would get any upgrades, because it's supposed to be like the ultimate gun, you know? I would be surprised if the Peacemaker got upgrades. That'd be a pleasant surprise. I don't think it will though. Get away from me. Maybe this is a bad choice.
Cleaver, I need to find some very special precursor artifacts, but I'm running out of time.
Wait a tick. I just traded a very rare artifact indeed to a nice band of metalheads. It was an ugly piece of hardware. Looked like a dog's breakfast to me. But those toothers paid handsomely. They seemed nice enough. Good ivories they had, you know, if you dig fangs and claws. I bet if you crank up that donk, you and the offsider just might be able to
Crank
catch
up that
I'll
donk.
try. Jack, you get on the gun. Daxter, just get in, sit down, and shut up.
Get on that donk. That's funny.
Here we go.
Oh, a turret mission. Oh, great. Now I don't even get to drive. So I thought the metalheads were the enemy here. Or is it sort of like the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of deal?
Get him in the
all that to say, I hope the end isn't near because I want to play more Jak and Daxter, dang it. Not Need for Speed. Not Twisted Metal. Jak. I want to play Jak. Oh boy. I'm getting flashbacks, chat. The words Jak and Daxter turret mission fill me with fear and dread. They got birds now. Bro, the glare plus the sandstorm. I guess it's adding to the experience. I actually have low visibility. Where are they? Oh, there he is. You know what this reminds me of? For some reason, it reminds me of Panzer Dragoon. I mean, I guess any on-rail shooter would remind you of Panzer Dragoon because it's an on-rail shooter. But something about this particular scenario, specifically, it gives me... Oh, what the heck was that? It gives me Dragoon vibes. If anybody in chat's ever played Panzer Dragoon. I played Panzer Dragoon myself on original Xbox. Actually, I played Panzer Dragoon Orta. Not the whole thing, just a little bit. It's pretty cool. It gives on-rail shooters a good name. I mean, not that I necessarily thought they had a bad name. All the on-rail shooters that I've ever played have been really good. Like Panzer Dragoon Orta is fun. There's one that I have on PS2 called Rez. It's like an abstract sort of music on-rail shooter. Sin and Punishment, Star Survivor? No. Sin and Punishment, Star Devourer, something like that. Star Successor, I think is what it's called. Sin and Punishment, Star Successor. That's really good. That's on the Wii. If you ever played, Super Smash Bros. Brawl? What is that? If you've ever played Super Smash Bros. Brawl, then, Saki Amiyika, the guy in the white, or the guy in the yellow jacket with the twin guns, who, like, flies around and shoots guns and stuff. That guy's from Sin and Punishment. Not Star Successor, but...
Another item for the forest. That is called a quantum reflector. What it does, I don't know. But Oman and Kira said you needed it.
He's not from Star Successor, but... The Star Successor protagonist is in Ultimate, actually, as a spirit. Fun fact. So it's one of those genres that that you kind of forget about because they're not really relevant in the modern gaming industry. Really, it's very niche. So if you've never played one, those are the ones I'd recommend. Panzer Dragoon, Sin and Punishment, I guess Rez. Haven't finished any of them, but they're all very fun. What do you want?
Keeping people alive out here, keeping them full of hope, it can be daunting.
I'd say you've made a good life here.
You too must make a life, Jack. Take your destiny into your own hands. Look, sand cannot keep a shape by itself, but add water, and it becomes malleable. Fate can be such if you add the right element.
Eco.
Is that a zero?
My monks say the world is coming to an end, but I am a survivor. I say we live on long after this world dies. Be ready. You are shaping up to be one of my finest warriors, and I'll need you for the
I
trial
swear it
ahead.
used a zero in place of
I mustn't lose you, like I lost
a
my
capital
son
O.
Child?
long ago. But much has been sacrificed in this war so that others could live. Anyway, it matters not. We're having serious trouble with marauders lately. I want you to take a vehicle and hunt down their warrior patrols. Go and make war your own.
Another. I mean, I guess this is what this is what I signed up for, right? This is what I signed up for when I started playing Jack 3. When I put Jack 3 on the list, this is what I should have expected, because I knew it had a lot of cars stuff in it. Man. All right, listen. Jack 1 is really good. I love Jack 1. I'd say it deserves a place as, you know, like the holy grail of, you know, the holy trinity of 3D PlayStation platformers, right? And Jack 2 was also really good. Even though it had guns and vehicles in it, there was a lot of on-foot action. Which is where I think Jack and Daxter excels at. That's where it's the most fun. But man, this game just loves its cars too much. It's such a shame too, because if they just did more of Jack 2 but better, I would have been down for it. I mean, I'm down for this. You know, I'm taking it on its own terms. I just have to like accept Jack 3 for what it is and not what it could be. I know that, but it's just such a, I don't know, I feel like a lost opportunity almost. Where are we going? I was very scared I was just gonna self-destruct. Can I do ramming damage? Does it do ramming damage to me? It looks like I could just run directly into these guys and be fine. The spikes are cosmetic. Okay, so the small fry don't matter. Okay, there we go. That's the part you don't want to blow up. That's the part you don't want to touch. You don't want to touch the back. That was massive damage right there. Oh, I had to protect the gate too? Okay, noted. Noted. The gate looks pretty healthy though. It's probably best that I just focus on the catapults. Like, don't even worry about everything else. Just focus on the catapults. And don't run into the back. Let's get the big boy for this as well. Speed is not really a concern here, so. I forgot I can't target with this. I have to trust the process here. Trust the process. That's what my chemistry teacher used to tell me. Just trust the process. And they say it just like that too. Man. That guy loved The Sandlot. The movie? You know the movie, The Sandlot? He loved that movie. He would show it to us. I think he tried to show it to us like 3 times in one school year. Like, you know, like, oh, well, class, we don't have any assignments today, so guess what? We're gonna watch The Sandlot. He was a big baseball fan, I guess. I don't think he liked me very much, though. I don't know why. I would say good morning to him every morning. I'm like, good morning. And he'd wave back at me and be like, good morning, Justin. You know, and he said it like that. You know, I thought I was being nice. But apparently, I found out that after I advanced from freshman to sophomore, because he was a freshman teacher.
This is Seam. Marauders have attacked one of our artifact digs and stolen a very important item. We think they may have taken it to their stronghold. We would be most grateful if you find their outpost and retrieve it. We'll make it worth your while. I promise.
What did I just get? I don't know what I just obtained. But yeah. I think he was a sophomore teacher. Or no, he was either a sophomore or a freshman teacher. But when I advanced to the next grade, I found out he told the class below me, like, hey, you guys know Justin? And I know this because I had friends in the grade below me. Say, hey, you guys know Justin? And they're like, yeah. He's like, you know, he kinda looks like Vector from Despicable Me. You know, the guy in the orange jumpsuit. And, you know, I thought it was funny. You know, I wasn't, like, insulted or anything. But I feel like I should have been. I feel like that was something I should have taken offense to. And I don't know if he meant for me to take offense to it. Well, I mean, I wasn't there, so it's not like he would have known it would have gotten to me. But still, you know. I don't know if that was some sort of backhanded insult or not, is what I'm trying to say. But I thought it was funny. Am I going the right way? Oh, so what happened to the other mission? Missions completed. Watch intro movie as a mission? Because there was another mission in Haven to like get to the HQ. I wonder if there's like splitting paths in this game. Like if you do more desert missions, then you get a different ending and a different path than if you do the Haven missions. Because it seems like, I hope it's not true, but it looks like I'm locked out of the Haven mission line. Or the Haven quest line. That's what it's reading as to me right now. I hope that's not the case. I'd like to play as much of the game as I can, of course. Because who knows when I'll get a morsel of that sweet, sweet platformer action. You think they ever considered putting fast travel in this game? Was fast travel a thing back in 2006? I can't. When was the earliest game to have fast travel in it? Does anybody know that? I mean, what are some examples I can think of? I know that, well, the first thing that comes to mind is Dark Souls has fast travel. I know that. I mean, Skyrim obviously had fast travel. That was on the 360, was it not? Xbox 360? Oh, you know what? You know what? Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas has fast travel. This is definitely at the same. This definitely came out. Wait, did it? Did New Vegas come out before Jack 3? I don't know, actually. What I'm trying to say is, well, I think it'd be a lot. This game would go a lot faster with fast travel. It would kind of undermine their whole idea of like a vehicle-based game, though. If you could just, you didn't have to drive across the desert, you could just warp across the desert instead. Well, there's so much driving that you cut the game down by, you'd probably cut the game down by like at least 2 hours, right? Well, that might be a little exaggerating, but water break, water break. I get out of my vehicle. I cannot get out of my vehicle. Is this a car-based arena? What is this? An ambush? Let's try it, the Peacemaker. Try long range? Okay. I think using the Peacemaker on these goons might be a waste. So let's pull out the boy. I've been away from this game so long, I forgot about how busted this strategy is. I was like, what weapon should I use for this? I mean, it's a big mob fight, I'm in an arena. But the answer is always this gun. Right? I mean... for all my talk of wanting to play more on foot like Jak and Daxter classic platforming levels, I sure do like to use this gun that plays the game for me. Although, one could argue that it's the game's fault for giving me such a powerful option. Oh, here's the car portion.
You gotta catch him, Jack!
Oh boy. I really do have to catch him. Oh boy. Alright, well, at least they put down the bridges for me. That's nice. I don't think I'm gonna make it. They escaped. Yeah.
You gotta catch him,
Okay,
Jack!
here we go. That's the reset I needed. Now it's easy. They have an important artifact that's been made vague to me. I don't know why they're important, but they are. Come back. Crap. Stop right there, criminal scum. Did I win? I got one. Okay. Right in the nick of time, too. Good thing we didn't have another split-second incident. Never mind. We lost. Bro, my fan is freaking out right now. I don't know what I did to it. I don't know why it's acting up. Oh. Okay, it stopped. It heard me. It was embarrassed, I guess. Hope that's not a bad sign. Bro, stop sliding. The traction on this boy is non-existent. Stay on the ground. Yeah, we lost. Better to be careful here, right? Better to be nice and gentle. Don't turn and accelerate at the same time. Boost on the straightaways. Like right here, okay. Now let's go. Now we can get this bread.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Oh, you're too close.
Hunt and destroy, baby! Hunt and destroy!
Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I feel like they're gonna get away. I'm like analyzing the dunes. Like, what's the flattest route possible? I should have just jumped over him. I have the grasshopper. I could have just jumped over the guy.
You gotta catch him, Jack!
This, oh my gosh. They gave me the car with the worst turning to do a high-speed chase. Oh, that was him. All right, big brain. Let him get close to me. Yeah, that didn't work at all. Oh, well, it almost worked. If I waited till the very last moment It may have worked.
You gotta catch him,
You
Jack.
gotta catch him, Jack! I know, Dak. I know, Dax. Dak. I know, Mr. Prescott. I'll get right on it.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Alright, that's one down.
Destroy, baby. Hunt and destroy.
We're doing a lot better right now than we were before. We might actually be able to see him as we come out of the cave. Is that him right there? Boosh!
Oh yeah, you're firing
Uh-oh. Oh, we were doing so well. We were doing so well. Don't screw me now, game. Please. Oh, boy. Alright, we gotta escape the city here. Be very careful. Oh, this is gonna be close. Okay, don't run into them. I don't have any... The thing is, I need to pick up boost. I should have been picking up boost. There he is. Got him.
Catch the last marauder.
There's no time limit on this one. I was really just like lobbing. What was I was gonna say like lobbing into the dark, but that doesn't quite work as well as I thought it would. What's the grenade equivalent of spray and pray? Lob and nod, your head in prayer. Lob and nod, lob and nod. That's not actually that bad. That works for me. Oh, oh, oh! That almost worked. Dude, I didn't even think about that option until now. Is he going to get away, or? Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Please, I'm so close. Stop flipping. That sucks. I was right there. I was doing so well.
You gotta catch him, Jack.
I got overconfident. Out of my way.
Hunt and destroy, baby. Hunt and destroy.
Okay. We're actually doing better now than we were last time. We're on better pace. I want to see if this works. Can I get a long range shot? Theoretically, I could. I think that might be a little bit too hard to pull off, though.
There he is. Get him. Oh yeah, you're firing him.
Okay. This is the scariest part for me. There's so many like archways. I made the same mistake twice. Give me your boost. Gotcha. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't get overzealous now. Oh, we're back where we started. So there's no time limit here, I just have to catch up to him. Cross the bridge, come on. No, no! I barely turned. That's all it takes, though. Overcorrection will kill you. Just like in real life. Come on, you're not that fast. Come on! Oh, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. It's the flips, dude. It's the flips. That's what kills you. You're not gonna get blown up. You're just gonna get flipped over.
You gotta catch him, Jack.
The game takes its time, flipping you back around. I mean, of course, there's also this glare in the center of my screen. Yeah, let's just throw this run away from the very beginning. Let's do a spin into the drink, and there it is. Let's give her another shot. We can't let ourselves get shaken. It's kind of hard though when just driving across the bridge screws you over. You can't even just drive across the bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna reset. It's so rough because I was like so close that first time. Well, not the first time. I was so close that one time. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Not doing the wheelie over here. Looking like a fool. Does it go farther if you hold down the button? That doesn't make much logical sense, but I think it's actually how it works. That's painful. All right, I'm looking for goons here. The goon squad giving me the boost. Oh, we can shortcut. Shortcut. This sucks so bad. Oh boy. This is getting on my nerves. They're starting to get to me now. I have to focus on something else.
Catch 'em, Jack.
If I think too hard about it, I'll start to do worse. Guess I can tell you about my how my weekend was. I haven't mentioned anything about that yet. I won't go into specifics because it's sort of like, you know, personal life business. But a friend of mine is graduating from art college right now, and I'm going to her graduation this weekend, which is why I won't be streaming Thursday or Friday. But last weekend I went to her senior art show, and it was really cool.
There he is.
She drew, or no, she didn't draw. She does paint and canvas. And what she did for her exhibit was she painted 6 portraits. Like, she designed 7 different characters and drew a portrait for each. And 6 of them were suspects in a murder mystery, and one of them was the victim. And she hung them up in this like circus-themed exhibit, and it was interactive. Like, you could pick up case files for each of the characters and read about them, and you could actually solve the murder mystery. Right? It would give you like details about the murder, and you know, like a little bio on each of the characters and their motives and all that jazz. Really cool stuff. She definitely had the most engaging exhibit there. Not because she's my friend, I mean, but also because, you know, it's just true. I mean, nobody else had the advantage of solving a murder mystery, obviously. And all of the other exhibits were good. I think, oh my gosh, come on. One of them was, nice save. Good job, me. One of them was like a fashion line. They designed their own fitness brand, which was cool. Like, they had mock-up shirts and everything, hats, and you know, the whole marketing shebang, whole merchandise like line. And one of them was just, you know, nice paintings of like landscapes, specifically ocean landscapes, like water landscapes, which I never thought about it, but yeah, like water landscapes, that's a thing. And they were really good. I think one of her pieces was actually my favorite of the whole showcase. It was just this very wide landscape of the ocean. Like, no boats, no islands, no anything else on it. Just the ocean, like the blue sea. Something about it just really captivating. You know, at the risk of sounding pretentious there. But yeah, it was just very good. I don't understand how people can be so talented with a brush. I tried painting once. It's not easy. Boo? This is the shot. It has to be. There we go. But yeah, it was a really good showcase overall. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed spending time with my friend. I don't get to see her very often, so it's always a nice thing. Again with the flipping. And but after the show, it was a long drive, so I stayed the night. So I took the time the next day to explore downtown. And it's a very artistic city. They have a lot of museums, a lot of cool stuff to see. They have like one of those classic movie theaters. I didn't get to see everything. I went to one. Well, I tried to go to one museum, but half of their exhibits were closed. So I went to another one, which was free, by the way. And I hadn't walked into a museum in a long time. It was a pleasant experience. Nice and quiet, very tranquil, just looking at art. You know, you sit there. I don't know if you've ever been to a museum before or like looked at art. Oh my gosh, this is this one's screwed. I don't know if you ever go into a museum and like looked at art, but it feels kind of weird at first, just like looking at art on the wall. Because part of you is like, what am I supposed to be doing? You know? I mean, you're there to see art, but what does that entail? You know what I mean? Like, when do you know when you've appreciated a piece of artwork? You know what I mean? Like, how long do you have to look at a piece of art before you know that you've seen enough? Before you can feel comfortable moving on to the next one. It's kind of strange. I feel like appreciating art is a skill in and of itself. So I enjoyed the art museum for a while. Had some burger downtown. I didn't get to see a movie. I think I'll try that next time. Like this weekend, when I'm down there. I'll see about catching a movie if they have one. Going to that museum once it's open. But it's a very nice town. I wouldn't mind exploring some more. Can't run. Can't run anymore. You're mine. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That was rough.
Shaq, you found another artifact for the forest ruins, but we are still missing the most important piece. Bring back the items you found, and we will try to find where the last piece is hidden. We must find out what that day star really is, and we believe the forest ruins may hold the answers.
Okay. Whew, Chad, I think the mission was kicking our butt. But we did it. I just had to get my mind off of it. When I focus too hard on a task, that's when I start to mess up. But yeah, I explored downtown, drove home, hit up a couple Goodwills on the way. I don't know if you're not on Twitter, if you don't follow my Twitter. I would suggest following it, if nothing else, for the Twitch announcements. I make announcements about my stream on Twitter when I'm going live, stuff like that, schedule changes. So if you think that's something that you would want, go ahead and follow Twitter. That's down below somewhere. But I also post things about, you know, what I'm up to. When I collect board games, so when I find cool stuff at Goodwill, I usually post that on there too. And recently, I hit 2 Goodwills on my way back home, and I got some cool games. Like a really solid batch. I think I got 3, right? One of them was like a sort of chess game. It described itself as a contender to chess. like it's on the same level as chess, like an instant classic sort of thing. It's called Kensington. It seems sort of like squares, where you like draw lines.
I've been doing some research into the forest pillars. It seems they've been here for longer than any other known ruins, except for maybe the catacombs. Myth says these pillars were once linked to some type of planetary observation system. Very mysterious. Let's see if those items you found in the wasteland will activate and unlock their secrets.
What was I saying? Boxes. No, dots and boxes. That's the game I was thinking of. It's like dots and boxes plus chess.
We've lost 3 battles this way.
But the thing that I almost skipped it over, because it comes in a sleeve. A sleeve that you'd put like a record in. Like a vinyl record. And it was on the shelf with all the board games and stuff, but I almost missed it because I thought it was just somebody misplaced a vinyl record on the board game shelf. Turns out it was a game from like the 80s that I've never heard of before. So that's definitely one of my new favorite parts of my collection. I found a new trivia game. You can never have enough of those, right? A lot of trivia games. Like I'm really selective about trivia, right? Because games like Trivial Pursuit, that's one that I don't have, and you know, kind of like essential, like a sort of classic sort of board game. But I don't think it's ever a game that I'll purchase for myself. One, because I can play it on Tabletop Simulator, and the other because, like, Trivial Pursuit's too hard for me. The trivia is so obscure that me and anybody else, like any of the other people that I play board games with, none of us would ever be able to answer any of those questions. It'd just be guesses after guesses, which does not make for good gameplay, in my opinion. This is a new area. I've never seen this part of Haven City before. This wasn't in the last game.
We need more men.
You know what? I guess this is where the water slums used to be. I guess they upgraded. Good for them.
This city's going down.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, trivia. Like, I do have trivia games though. Like, usually multiple choice is good. But this one that I found, I think it was called like Entertainment Television board game, like the board game. The reason I picked it up is because it was not only multiple choice, but it also, like on the card, you could select the difficulty, which I've never seen in a trivia game before. So that was pretty cool. I haven't played any of these yet, but I think that's the one I'm most curious to play. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because I also got a Scrabble-like. I love Scrabble. Anybody that knows me knows that I love Scrabble. It's my favorite board game of all time. So whenever I find a Scrabble-like that is a game that is like Scrabble, I'm really excited about it. Or I should be, or more accurately, letter tile games. I really enjoy.
Hello, fellow peeps and cronies. That's right, the Daxternator is back in the building.
Daxter, Jack!
We
you
did it.
It's about time you two got here. What took you so long?
Sorry, we only had a war in the way.
Great work, Jack. Let me be the first to officially apologize for the city.
Forget about it. I've got my own interest in this.
Well, what we know right now is
Sorry, Jack.
there's a huge
Jack made me
dark
aware of
planet
my
building
sideburns
bearing down
for a
on us
second.
all. How much time we have, no one can guess. If it is rogue precursor technology, then the only way to destroy it is with more precursor technology. And that lies at the bottom of the catacomb.
His eyes are so small.
Also, the large number of eco crystals being moved about can mean only one thing. Someone is trying to awaken vast precursor technology.
I think Viger's behind it. Or Errol. Or maybe...
Oh, wait till you hear about my adventures in the wasteland. So there I was, facing a whole brood of slobbering metalheads, when all of a sudden... Uh-oh.
It looks like a large-scale assault. Multiple targets inbound. You up for some action, Jack?
Well, defense mission.
Talking to. Let's rock and roll, Dax.
All right, you know what to do. You know what to do. Instant frame 1. Wait, wrong one. Here we go. Ooh! I wonder if I can destroy the dropship. Uh-oh. Okay. So it's not like literally the reticles. If you're anywhere in between the reticles, you'll die. There we go.
More targets inbound.
Alright, just keep on keeping on. This strategy hasn't failed us yet. We might have to change it up in a second, though. We're running out of ammo. Ooh. Nice, nice. Okay. Ooh, big boy. Big boy. Oh my gosh, he's huge! Look at him! You know, so this run isn't blind. I've made this known. Like, I know basically everything about like the plot of this game. You know, but I also know about this mission because I watched a I watched like one of those speedrun history videos about Jak 3, and they mentioned in the video that during this mission there's a chance that a special like giant robot will appear. Like this robot is meant to appear. This big one that's like following me, and I don't think you can kill him. But apparently there's a special version of him, like he's a different color, that has a random chance of showing up. I don't remember what the circumstances are behind that. But, and I don't remember how to tell if that's him. But that'd be cool. Oh boy. Am I almost done here?
Nice shooting. Find your way back here, Jack.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Whew, that was close. Where'd the robot go? Oh, he just disappeared. Okay. That was one go. Let's go. Let's see what else they want, and then we'll go to the forest. So I guess you're not locked out of any missions, by the way. We just confirmed that. It's just the order you want to do them in.
Nice moves, my boy. You're the best man we've got to lead an expedition into the catacombs.
Please, please, let us not be too hasty.
This
Are you
guy.
sure you want this dark eco freak contaminating the hallowed halls of our glorious precursors? I should lead the expedition myself.
We're tired of your scheming, Vigor.
I've got the answer you're looking for. My precursor monks have given me the knowledge
They
to turn on
really-
the planetary defense grid, if you beg me to do so.
Jack's always gotten us through thick and
They really optimize
I'm
his
with him.
face for punchability.
Stop, vegan.
Vigor! It's Vigor, you idiot!
Whatever.
Count Vigor, I hereby dissolve the city council and strip you of your title, command, and all privileges. Now get out of my sight.
What? How dare you? I offer
You could just do that this whole time?
You will all burn in the precursor fires of creation. I swear it.
That was one hell of an attack wave. We can't continue to repel such large assaults forever. That floating war factory has got to be shut down.
So I don't understand. Does he want me to think I'm a villain, or that he's a villain, or not?
Most old KG door ciphers were kept hidden in the main system at the power room. If you can break into the system, you may be able to unlock the war factory doors to get inside.
Onan says the eco-grid in the power room could help you. But to open the old power room, you must find the junction box in the sewer. Personally, I think you're crazy to go down there. But, good luck.
Alright, so Vigor bribed us to let him go down there if he'd turn off the defense grid, but we don't care. Our head is big enough. Our guns are strong enough. We can handle defenses. I mean, we've been in the sewers once already. Let's go to the forest first, though. How do I get to the forest? I remember in Jack 2, one of my favorite places to go was the temple. Like the mountain temple. I don't think we'll get to go back there in this game. It's a shame, but at least we get to go to the forest. I remember years back watching my brother play Jack 2. And whenever he'd play it, I would always beg him. Maybe not beg, but I'd always ask him to go to the mountain level. Just so I could see it.
At least this part of the city's still in
I don't know. I was weird. It was like an event, kinda, when I watched Brandon play a game. Or my brother. My brother's name is Brandon, I guess. I guess you know that. But, whenever I watch him play a game, like he'd sit down and be like, "Oh boy, time to watch him play this game," instead of me playing it. Because I guess I always thought his gameplay was better than mine. So I'm like, you know, I'll watch you instead. Which maybe, I guess then when YouTube started being a thing, that kind of translated into watching Let's Players. I don't remember when it is that when I first began playing games. I don't know what the first game I played was. I remember playing a lot of Mario Paint. It was either Mario Paint or Ratchet and Clank 1. That was my first video game. But I'm leaning more towards Mario Paint, because I think we got the SNES first before we got a PlayStation. We got rid of the SNES. Yeah, I think it was we got rid of the SNES and then we bought a PlayStation 2. That's when I started playing Ratchet and Clank and Kingdom Hearts. Me and my brother used to play Pac-Man World Rally a lot. That was fun. That was a good time. I remember one time we didn't have enough space on the memory card, for a for save data or for Pac-Man World Rally save data. So me and my brother, when we played it together, we would try to play all the way through the entire cup and unlock every track in one night. You know, which doesn't sound like a lot for adult us, but for, you know, kid us, when we had bedtimes, that was like a challenge, right? I remember one time we got really close to finishing the Grand Prix, and my mom comes in. It's like, all right, guys, time to go to bed. Turn off the game. And I remember getting very upset because we were so close. I'm like, no, we were so close. No. He's like, sorry, you gotta go to bed. I'm like, no. Yeah, I was a strange child.
The precursor orbs.
Who's this? Oh. Okay, here we go. Do I remember how to use the hoverboard? It's kind of stressful, like, ooh, like being that close behind the thing, because it's like, where's it gonna show up? Also, there's this glare in the way. Uh-oh. Whew. That was a close one. Right on time. Okay, where's the... How do I do a flip? I forgot how to do a flip. Excuse me. Hello, Skya. Welcome to the stream. It's okay. You can call me whatever you want. I mean, everybody knows my name is Justin. So you can, yeah. It doesn't bother me. But welcome. We're currently playing Jack 3. We are, I feel like we're kind of close to the end of the game. How's gaming? It's been good. We've hit a snag. We hit a snag with a couple of missions. We had quite a handful of failures on the first few missions of the stream, but we're pulling it together here. I'm currently trying to figure out how to do a flip. I know that you can do a flip on the hoverboard, but I forgot how. And I hope it's not important. Yeah, that's where we're at right now, just doing a hoverboard mission. I've been relenting about how there aren't very many platforming levels as usual. And it hasn't. We haven't actually done a single one this entire stream. It's all been turret missions and vehicle missions and driving missions and jetboard missions. What's your current objective? My current objective is to... I don't know what the context is, but I have to activate these statues to activate a ring puzzle so that I can activate some pillars on that thing over there. It's some sort of ancient precursor planetarium or something. Because what my understanding, oh my gosh, my understanding is that the world is coming to an end, and the only way to stop it is to use this weird planetarium tower thingy-mabobber. But first, I have to grind along this I have to grind along this log. Wow, that's hard to say. There we go. Grind along this log. Grind along this log. It's a lot of pressure. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. But, you know, I mean, you can see how big Jack's head is. He's no stranger to pressure. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh, it pulled a tricky on me there. I think the play is to slow down. Don't get too far ahead of the little spark there. You just never know where it's gonna show up. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yikes! That's unfortunate. Is it gonna reset everything? No. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Some missions are more forgiving than others. That's not right. You know, earlier I was doing a mission at the beginning of the stream. I was almost done. I fell right through the world. Glitched right through the floor. It didn't save my progress then. I think because it didn't expect anybody to ever fall through the floor. Or lose that mission at all, because it's very easy. But yeah, that was a little unfortunate. No, you'll have to forgive me for a sec because I have to focus on this. Oh, this is the intended method. There we go. Whoop. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ooh, I'm choking. I'm choking. Okay. Yeah, what was I talking about before I got to this mission? I feel like there was something I was talking about. Was it? No, you know what it was? You know what it was? I was talking about Scrabble likes or letter tile games. Love them. I mentioned that because, you know, I picked one up at the Goodwill the other day. And also because I think after I'm done with the, like, after I get the base set of Ego and Opus the way that I want it, I have another idea for a new board game that is itself a letter tile game. Now, I don't have all the details ironed out completely yet, but I would describe it as sort of like Mario Party meets Scrabble. I don't know if there's anything like it that exists. I'd be surprised if something exactly like it is a thing already. Although I wouldn't be surprised if there was something similar with how many weird word games there are. But the main premise, right, is that... Where'd it go? That there are 4 pawns. You know, there are 4 players. And each start on a separate, corner of the board. And there are pathways, you know, and made of tiles of different colors. But the pathways are largely incomplete, right? So what you have to do, you have to make letters, or you have to build words from path to path to complete the paths, so that you have, you know, a way to go when you roll and move. Oop. And one of the features that is that when you draw your tiles on your turn, one of the things you can do is you can set a letter on your tray to correspond with one of the colors of the spaces on the board, so that sort of like all the spaces of the same color become the letter that you picked. So like for instance, if you see that you want to make a bridge from one red tile to another red tile on the other side, what you could do, you could set it to like, you could set all red tiles to be like the letter L, right? Now every tile is every red tile for every player is now an L. And so you can make like a word that begins and ends with L, like, I don't know, laurel, or level, or label. Yeah. And the goal of the game is, like in Mario Party, there are special tiles on the board that are goal tiles. That's a loss. That are goal tiles. And the first goal tile is randomly selected at the start. And then players are, well, they just try to get to them, right? When a player lands on a goal, they score a point. The goal moves to a different space. And then the player who gets 3 points first wins. You know, pretty easy. But there are some other fun things thrown in there. Like I was thinking about, how do I incorporate mini games into this, because I want to be that, you know, Mario Party plus Scrabble kind of deal. And it's sort of similar to how Mario Party does it, where oh my gosh, that's very tight. It's very similar to how Mario Party does it, where depending on the spaces every player is left on at the end of the round, you play a different mini game. So for instance, if all the players finish their turn on a vowel, then you play one mini game. And then if half of them finish on a vowel, they play a different one. If only some of them finish on a vowel, if none of them finish on a vowel, then those are all different mini games. And you play for different rewards in each of them. Right? Now the mini games I'm still working out, but you know, the different rewards that correspond to the different mini games are things like get an extra roll, you know, switch places with an opponent, stuff like that. It sounds pretty cool in my head. It's one of those things though, like you really don't know until you play it though. I have an old, I have an extra copy of Scrabble that I can use as a guinea pig, I think. That sucks. That I can use as a guinea pig for testing. So we'll see. I think one of the problems right now is that a typical Scrabble board is just too small. It doesn't have enough space. Because you want there to be big enough gaps in the pathways that you can make long words, I think. Maybe not ludicrously long, maybe like 4 or 5 You know, like there are some gaps that you can bridge that are maybe like 1-letter word or 2-letter words, or 3-letter words rather. Then some maybe like 5-letter words. You know. And as it is, the current Scrabble board doesn't allow for much room. I've been playing with a couple of layouts that I think would function. Well, you know what? I should try those first. Like the ones that correspond to the size of a Scrabble board. Those are the ones I should try first. If those work, then I don't need to like do anything extra fancy. You know what I mean? So, I'm excited to start working. Oh my gosh, I need to slow down. I need to be patient. I'm excited to start work on that, but because it's not going to be nearly as complicated to create as Ego Opus. Ego Opus was a lot of logistics. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing an easier project. But you gotta do one thing at a time. Like right now, I have to complete this mission. Oh, I waited too late. I was too late. You know, sometimes it feels like it just eats your input. Like you press the button and then the game's just like, what? Oh, I didn't see that. You didn't press that button. Also, the glare is still in the center of my screen, which is kind of the most crucial region of the screen. I know I wasn't gonna, well, I know I wasn't gonna mention it again, but like, it's really screwing with me here. I did say I'd use it as an excuse if I kept failing a mission. So there it is. I'm following up. Let me just use the high jump there. Ooh. There it is. Okay. This is unfamiliar territory now. Let's go. There we go. Just need a little bit of thought. I actually need to think a little. Phew. Oh man, it's getting kind of warm in here. I'm not gonna lie, chat. It's getting a little warm. I took a shower today. I'm already feeling like sweaty again. Of course, I am wearing a jacket, but it's the jacket. It's the jacket. I can't take it off. Maybe I could try increasing the fan speed a little bit. Although I have voiced my concern with the highest fan speed. Ow! There's a chair there. Like, this is just too high. This, I feel like it's gonna go off the rails. This makes me nervous. You can hear that, right? It's shaking back and forth. Yeah, no. I'm not dealing with that. This level 2 will have to do. That's what I always say. Level 2 will have to do. Will these go up? Oh, cool. Yeah, I was wondering how I was going to do this platforming. It looked a little impossible. I figured I would wing it, though.
Approach the astral viewer, Time Warrior. Behold the seed of our destruction.
talking to me? The lighthouse?
Drifting worlds, conquering life, and dark ages ensued. Now the Dark Ones have found your world and are coming to claim it for themselves.
Well, I could
It looks a little like a dust mite.
I think this one's bigger than both of us.
There is but one hope left. You will find a planetary defense system hidden deep at the core of the planet. There is still a chance to save your world. I hope you are more successful.
Whoa,
than
where'd you
many
come from?
planets whose fate has already been closed.
How did we see that through the telescope? No matter.
I heard. This is as we feared. We must get into those catacombs before that ship reaches this planet.
Okay, so did I just do that for fun? Or... Because I was going to go to the catacombs anyway. Find switch in sewers. Okay. Do I take fall damage with this? No, I don't. Awesome. Alright, let's get out of this forest. Say goodbye, forest. I don't think there's anything left to do here, so... The problem is it all looks the same. That's the issue. If you just keep hugging the left wall, you'll make it out eventually. That's what I heard. It's already cooling off in here a little bit. And I'm not fearful of my safety. Yeah, this definitely feels like endgame stuff. Thankfully, going to the sewers kind of implies actual level. Let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, they somehow crammed a vehicle minigame into the precursor, like, temple. So you never know. I thought there was a boost on this thing. Is there not a boost?
Alert! Alert! We are under attack!
I'm look at me. I'm like leaning back and forth, trying to move the glare so I can see better, as if it's gonna actually help. Ouch. Y'all ever try honey on a burger before? I don't know if... Wow. I don't know if I tweeted this or not, but I tried... Yeah, I did. I tried honey on a burger the other day. Really good. Like... I didn't really expect it to be bad, but I was still, like, pleasantly surprised. It was really nice. I mean, keep in mind, I lightly seasoned it, because I knew I was putting honey on it. So it wasn't like I had, you know, like a fully seasoned burger and then I put honey on it. I put some Worcestershire, salt and pepper, cooked it up, and then I put the honey on. Like, I didn't cook it with the honey on it. I cooked the burger, put it on the bun, and then I put the honey on it. You know what I mean? Like, as a condiment. Good stuff. Anybody that hasn't tried that yet? If you like sweet and savory, I mean, that's what you get. I mean, I even tried that with like Great Value honey. If you had like the good homemade stuff, I can't imagine. I'm definitely gonna be doing that again. I recently bought honey just so I could try stuff like that. for instance, I had hot dogs today, and I tried putting honey on a hot dog, and you know, the hamburger was a beef patty, and the hot dogs that I have are beef franks. So I figured it'd translate. It does not. It was not nearly as good on a hot dog as it was on a burger. Maybe it was the bread that I was using. I don't know. But maybe it was the bread I was using. Because I wasn't using any proper hot dog bun. I was just using like sliced bread as a bun. Like I folded it hot dog style, as they say. So that might have had some effect. But yeah, honey on a hot dog, not nearly as good as honey on a burger. Forget what this was. What's this? Oh yeah. What was this? Oh, grenade. It's a grenade. So where am I going today? This is what we've been waiting for, Chad. An actual platforming level. This doesn't work nearly as well with the spin strat. It works okay. Maybe if I wasn't in a hallway. Maybe if it didn't have this glare. Okay, I'll stop. Maybe. So I'm in the sewer for 2 reasons then, right? Get to the... Wait, no. The catacombs and the sewers are different. Never mind. Boosh. It doesn't stop charging through hit stun? That's a surprise. I guess. How's that never come up? Bro, look at that. That was schmooving right there. That's what we call schmoovement. I didn't think I was getting out of that one unscathed. I mean, if this is the kind of stuff that we're dealing with in here, this doesn't seem very hard. I mean, look at this. They can't get anywhere close. Boosh. Full frontal right there. He had no shot. I'm running out of ammo though. I'll say this, the game does a good job of making you have to use different weapons. Because of the way that it distributes ammo. You can't just rely on one gun the whole time. And, you know, that's good. In a game like this, where the guns are such a big focus, you want it to force you to use your other options. Especially if there's an obviously, like, best gun. Which I think is the yellow ricochet gun. You can't just use it and only it. What is that? Is that a proximity mine? What is that? What is this? Ow. 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 What? Okay. Wow. That's straight up instant death. I wonder. Maybe it wants me to use the invisibility? But it doesn't seem like something invisibility would protect me from, though. Maybe we can give it a shot. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. If you see me go into Dark Jack, you can assume that I didn't mean to do it. Because why would you use Dark Jack when you have guns like this? I mean, I think the developers probably knew that too. But like, it wouldn't make sense if you didn't have Dark Jack, story-wise. So I'm guessing they felt obligated to keep it. I mean, that's what I would have... That would be my reasoning anyway. Am I... No, that's a shield. Get me out of here. I gotta go. Oh! That was funny. I moved through the cutscene. That's pretty cool. Yes, he's dead. Oh, never mind. Go. Old reliable. Old Bessie. Now, which way do we go? This to me looks like this is where the level ends and it loops you back around. That's what that looks like to me. See, the great thing about the level design is that the beginning is at the end. A little bit of a Ratchet and Clank meme right there. Only if you know, you know. So he's at the end of the planet. What is this? Wait, am I actually supposed to go that way? Hello? Button? You can dive in this game, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, duh. You can dive. It's one of those times where it's like, it's one of those moves that you only use one time. So you forget that it's in there. And the game kind of forgets that it's in there too. Until they bring it back. Like, they only use it at the very beginning when they teach you about it. And then at the end of the game, they're like, oh yeah, you remember you can swim in this game. Remember that? It's like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess I do. They hit him through the cage? No, okay, it's not that strong. Are you just there for aesthetics, bud? You're just chilling? Oh, poor guy. What is that, a jukebox? Oh, something wacky and gimmicky is about to happen. Let me guess, the water's gonna rise? Oh.
You guys keep the surprises coming. The power room door is now open, Jack.
Oh. Never mind. I guess we'll just leave. All right, to the power room. See, that happens a lot in this game too. It's like, all right, so here's the second part of the mission. Oh. It just ended. Okay. Like, you expect something to happen, and then it doesn't. Well, it was a pretty good, nice excursion. Let me check here. That is our only mission, right? Okay, yeah. It looks like the missions have converged. There's only one line to follow now. It's a little silly though, right? They created this entire desert environment, and then half of the game, no, like 3/4 of the game seems like it takes place in Haven City.
Yeah, he was a good guy. A bit crazy.
Hey, who you calling crazy? I can't help it if the world is out to get me. Finn! Wait a minute. Is that you? Yeah, it's me. Well, actually, no, it's not. I'm a multi-layered hyperlinking digimemic bioconstruct superclocked mega memory construct, baby. Did you understand a word he said? When the city was overrun by metalheads, before they got to me, I dumped my brain into the eco-grid. Everything's great now. Those monsters can't get me in here. Or can they?
There's some great existential horror in there somewhere.
Whatever you are. But right now, I need to get into the war factory, but the doors are sealed. We think the code to open the doors is hidden in the system.
It is.
Really?
Positive. Can you get it for us? Negative. Why not? Because if you have half a brain cycle, you'd know that those access codes are guarded by the central system. Ancient, nasty circuits in there. Even we big brains can't nibble around there without getting our butts erased.
Just get us close.
Oh, sure, yeah. It's your death. If you
Wait, are we
fail,
going into the computer?
I can always use a companion in here. Oh, the fun we'll have. Let's hope. Oh, God, let's hope. It doesn't come to that. When I put you into the system, the main security will slam down hard. It'll be up to you to beat the system and get out.
Wait, are we actually going in the computer?
You check some. Okay, Vin baby. Jack
Bro.
Wait for it, wait for it.
No, no, another mini game? What?
Game on.
Wait. What? That makes no sense. This makes no sense at all. What in the world? Hold on. I need to... I need to get a screenshot of this. This is ridiculous.
Game on!
Okay, I guess we're playing Pac-Man now.
What a move!
Wait, how does this work?
No!
Okay, this doesn't work like Pac-Man. This makes no sense.
Game on!
I mean, I know that's like the gameplay commentary thing to say, like, oh, how does this make any sense? But like,
Look out!
even in the internal logic of Jak and Daxter, like, even in this world where things are like really fantastical, you know? And there's, you know, ancient alien technology. Like, this is just over the top. Like, how do you even get in the computer?
Game on!
Okay, let's try just doing one square at a time.
Look out!
Okay, that didn't work. Imagine this is the hardest part of the game right here. Okay, these inner ones are pretty easy to get.
Look out!
Let's just go out here. It can't move that fast. This is ridiculous. I hope there's only one level of this. I mean, it's not like I'm outraged or anything. It's just, whose idea was this?
I gotta avoid the nasties!
Like when you have the board meeting, well, you're at the board meeting for Jak 3, right? It's like, all right, guys, we need mini games.
Look out!
It's what the people want. It's what the people need. What kind of mini game should we have in here? And you know, you're like, well, let's have a hacking mini game. Ratchet did it. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's have a lot of driving mini games, like a lot of driving missions. Well, you know, we were gonna do that anyway, but you know, good suggestion. What else? Let's put Pac-Man in there. Oh, what? Pac-Man? What are you talking about?
No!
Yeah, you know Pac-Man? But instead of Pac-Man, you're Daxter. You're like Daxter's head. How does that make sense in the context of the game? That literally has nothing to do with the themes of this game or anything. I don't know. I mean, it'd be fun, right? I mean, I guess so. Oh, right, I forgot to mention. We need to make sure to make it an unfun, unintuitive version of Pac-Man. Like, it can't just be regular Pac-Man. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
I gotta avoid the nasties!
You can only move, you can only move clockwise.
Game on!
Yeah, you can only move clockwise. That's the basically only change we make here. To make it as unfun and unengaging as possible.
Look out! What a move!
Well, that sounds like a horrible idea. Let's ship it. Insane. Let's just hope this is the only level. Okay, now we have to catch that guy. Because he spawns more pack dots.
No!
What do you mean, no? Don't tell me there's a time limit here, too. You know, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 did Tron better. Personally.
No!
This does look like Space Paranoids, though. Any Kingdom Hearts 2 fans out there know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh, that was dangerous.
No! Look out!
Oh no! Come on. Okay.
No!
No, I was so close. Okay, go on the inside to turn around as fast as possible. This guy, this dude! I can't escape. I can't escape. I can't get out of here. Come on, game. This sucks on ice. Because I have to wait for another round to, like, give it another shot, you know? Get me up there, guy! Come on! Oh, this sucks so bad. I hate this minigame. This is my least favorite minigame so far. Look at that. It even did it up and down. So that it's as annoying as possible.
No!
Like, what chance do I have to catch that now?
I gotta avoid the nasties.
Gosh. It's still going. It's still going. Look at this downward spiral. I can't even use my directional pad, my directional keys for this. I have to use the analog stick. I hate this. This is the one part of the game I can definitely say that I hate. Everything about this minigame is badly designed. It just screws you at every turn.
What a move!
What time is it, chat? We still have time. Is there a cheat code to skip this? Let me check. Wait, what? Hold on. There's a Ratchet and Clank thing in here? Ratchet and Clank gun courses. Hold the phone. Like, I know that Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter have a pretty close relationship. So I guess this isn't, like, unheard of. But, like, that's really weird just seeing it, like, right there. I wonder what that means. Like, I get to use Ratchet and Clank guns? Or the course is a level from Ratchet and Clank? Crazy stuff. Level select. Cheats. I'm going to unlock that, and I don't know how to get to it, but I'll have to go to the gun course next time. Next stream. See what that's all about. Here we go. Let's play another round of Pac-Man.
You're a wreck, bit boy.
Don't call me Bit Boy.
Game on!
Like, there's no... I'm just gonna keep complaining about this mini game. Like, what is the context here? What is it implied that I'm doing right now?
No!
Am I eating the password? No, look at this. Like, this is the part that sucks the most. When this guy shows up and you're ahead of him. This sucks. Is there a cheat code for getting past this? I really want to not play this game. This is not something that I will feel ashamed for, like, getting a cheat code for. Straight up. It feels borderline unfair.
No! I gotta avoid the
I know,
nasties.
Daxter. Or we have just this outer shell left.
No!
Never mind. We're gonna get screwed by this guy. Again. No! I hate this game so much. This game sucks. I'm going to swear at this game. Can you tell how unfun this is? I would rather be doing a race right now.
No!
Like, you know what would have been cool? Yeah, you know how you could have made this work for me? If it was sort of like it's still a Pac-Man maze, but you played as like Jack, actually running through the maze. You know, maybe you're collecting precursor orbs. You know, at least then it would be on theme. At least then it would make sense within the world. But this is just rip off Pac-Man.
No!
If I wanted to play Pac-Man, I'd play Pac-Man, dang it. I'm sorry, this is actually just making my blood boil a little bit. It's simmering right now.
Look out!
Okay, minimal damage sustained. Look at all this time that I'm wasting. Okay, are we finally gonna win? I have to get to the center now? Thank God. Don't ever make me do that again.
Got the cipher.
That was horrible.
She's got the info beamed here. That cipher key will unlock the war factory doors. We'll get on it right away and get back to you.
Listen, Ben, we've got things to do, but we'll keep in touch. We promise.
Oh, yikes, dude. I'm sorry I got so worked up over that, but that was really starting to get on my nerves. We also don't have other things to do, Jack. We just have this one mission. Although I do, actually, you know what? We have time before the stream ends. I want to go see what the Ratchet and Clank gun courses look like. I need to know how to get there, though. It's in the... Alright, just keep going that way. We'll get there. It's a straight shot, basically. Just follow this path. Like, does it turn us into Ratchet and Clank? Does it give us Ratchet guns? I'm very curious. I have no idea what this could be. It's on, too, right? Let me check. It's on. Okay. Oh, it's just on. You can't turn it off. Oh, excuse me. Very sorry about that, chat. Ouch. I love how it gives you just spare ones. Even though, like, it gives you the option to steal vehicles, but you never need to. I guess if you just want to roleplay as Jack for a little bit, you could. But there's no reason really to steal a vehicle. Also, where's the gun course? It's somewhere out along this wall right here. Right? Yeah, here it is. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, you know what? Maybe it like... Maybe it makes the cutouts look like Ratchet and Clank? Beam reflexor training. Clank gun course. Look at that. They're Tyrannoids. That's very funny. Interesting though that they use Tyrannoids from Ratchet and Clank 3, but they use Ratchet's design from Ratchet and Clank 2. That's an interesting choice. I'm not sure why that discrepancy. What's up with that discrepancy there? Oops, sorry, Clank. Because Ratchet and Clank 3 was out by this time. Or do you think maybe they had finalized the designs for the Tyrannoid? Like, because Naughty Dog and Insomniac worked in the same office is the thing, which is why they had such a good relationship, where they shared a lot of stuff with each other. But so I imagine it went down like Naughty Dog asked Insomniac if they could use their characters in this gun course, like Easter egg sort of thing. And they were probably in like they were developing Ratchet 3, and they had finalized the designs for the Tyrannoids, but maybe not for Ratchet. So it ends up giving us the Commando Ratchet, but Ratchet and Clank 3 up your arsenal Tyrannoids. That's the only rationale I can think of, because otherwise that's just a strange choice. Very, very cool little secret here. I like that. Why do I keep shooting you, Clank? I'm sorry. Well, that was pretty neat. That was pretty cool. What's this beam reflexor? Oh, it's this. Okay, never mind. I'm already very well versed in the beam reflexor. Thank you very much. quit game. No, I want to quit the mission. I'd like to leave the mission. Can I just go to the end? I didn't mean to do this. I mean, it's not like we were going to be able to do... Oh, there we go. Okay, you can just go to the end. Not like there's much more that we can do. Right now, because we have so little time. Why can't I leave? There we go. Thank you, Gabe. Our next mission is over in the... I guess we can start the next mission. Whatever it is. It's probably the catacombs. And then we'll end the stream. Then we'll see if there's anybody online and that we can raid. Hey, my friends are on. I don't think our usual go-to for raiding is a Cyric, but I don't think he's streaming tonight. I think he said in his Discord that he's doing some IRL stuff. Can't be on. Every one of my other streamer friends is pretty inconsistent, so it's kind of a toss-up whether or not they're available. But we'll see. I mean, we could also try raiding, you know, someone that isn't on my friends list. But like I said, there aren't very many Jack streamers right now. I don't really feel like watching a speed run tonight. I mean, full disclosure, really I'm really only interested in raiding my friends because, like, I watch, you know, I watch them and support them. It feels kind of weird just hopping into some rando stream, which I guess if you happen to be a rando watching this stream, then, you know, thank you for being here. It's weird for me though to watch somebody stream with whom I have no prior context or knowledge of. Like, even if somebody refers a streamer to me, that's enough for me to be like, all right, yeah, I don't feel weird hopping in. But if it's just like cold turkey, I don't know, I feel weird. More power to anybody that can do that. But you know, it's mutually beneficial for both parties, you know, to raid, you know, support someone else. So maybe I ought to give it a shot. Let's see what they have to say, and then that's gonna be it.
We got a big one this time, Jack. That decoder you found helped us decipher the gate key for the main KG war factory. We can get inside now, and we need our best people on the raid.
Oh, gee. I wonder who that might be.
There is a good chance that factory is doing more than just making deathbots.
I want to know who's behind it all. How are so many deathbots being made? Where are they getting the supplies and the eco? Something about this doesn't seem right.
Yeah, right into the hornet's nest. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, remind me when to laugh.
All right. Well, that's our mission for next time. But for now, that's the end. So, let me go ahead and get a little bit closer to the screen here. I'm going to, and I'm reduced to a trackpad, on account of not having enough USB ports for my mouse. So let's hold on. Let me open 2 Twitches here, so I can open my own channel. Man, using a trackpad is horrible. I hate it. All right. Well, I guess we'll just see who's streaming Jack right now. Jack 3. There are... Well, actually, there's only 2. It's just me and someone else. Mocking Foxy. Should we give it a shot? Should we try rating this random person? Well, the thing is, I also want to, like... If I raid somebody, I want to be there to watch them. But I don't want to, like, watch the game I'm already playing. I mean, it's not like there's any spoilers or anything, but... Like, there's not much that can spoil me. But I like to be as blind as possible, I guess. Let me see who else is chilling right now. Yeah, I guess we won't be raiding tonight, I don't think. But that's the stream. That's the stream for tonight. Thank you everybody for attending the stream. Thank you for watching or listening or lurking, however it is you enjoy it. If you're seeing this on YouTube, thanks for watching. I hope you skipped past all of the horrible death that I suffered today. But I think we made great progress. I'm certain we're in the end game right now, but I don't know how close. There's probably like a few missions left if I had to guess. Like we destroy the... Like we get into the factory. Probably we have this big revelation like, oh, this is the guy that's making all of them. He's the big bad villain man pulling all the strings. We blow up the factory. Then we chase down whoever this big bad villain is. Kill them, and then they're like, but I've already summoned the star. It's already too late. And then it crashes to the earth. And then we have to fight that thing as the final boss, and then we probably win the game. So I'm guessing that tomorrow we're going to beat Jack 3. Even though tomorrow I'm streaming for only 2 hours. I'm streaming from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I need to make sure to start saying that. Central Standard Time. So I hope you'll join me for that. But until then, thank you all. I wish you a good night, a good Tuesday, and goodbye.